Whew, okay. Hello, Iman. We are currently live. There's very interesting things happening in the market, so I wanted to make a quick video. Um, Also, this is a good way for me to kind of get back into a mode of thinking. I like looking at charts, so it's a activity that it's kind of a relaxing activity. Look at all those colors and drawing. It's kind of like art. So, um, Hype has been doing some pretty crazy things. It's being impressive as usual. Um, a little bit FOMO. I'm having a little bit FOMO. We did very well on Per. It's up 70% over the last 2 weeks, I guess. I got it in. I got into Per about here. It would have been Wednesday, so maybe here. We're up 25%. That is really good. I've been telling a lot of people about Per. Hopefully, it does continue. It looks like we're coming into these. Are these the Bollinger Bands? I'm not sure, but we're definitely hitting the cyans in the reversion bands. That's not a good sign. But we're happy that it's going up. I had these two areas marked out and I put an alert. So we've now surpassed the 618 region. And if it does hit the 2618, which is around $12, I'm going to start to close a lot of the positions. Just because it's overextended. I My feeling is that it's going to 10x from here. But it makes sense, at least in the short term, to take the profits and get back. Like we're in this parabola now. So it's actually very strong. Let me start recording this audio. Recording has begun. All right. What do I really want to cover here? It's easy to, so I want to speak how I'm feeling in real time, and hopefully it helps you get an understanding of when something's happening, like AKA we're actually making the right calls and the right moves, which we've done many times since last year. Um, Starting last July, I feel like my trading has been quite good with pump and dumps, with new coins, with memes, with strong fundamentals. Uh, it's like to be able to target around the range where it's gonna go up the top when it comes down. It's the execution part that's it's like the most execution's the bulk of it, maybe like 80%. But I think I'm getting there as well. Um, so that's good. Like that's where you want to be, right? Is to be able to be consistently profitable. And if you're following along this journey, then you're kind of understanding as well that these repetitions, these habits that I'm building here by looking at the charts and referring to certain news and watching certain people on X and understanding like Dr. Profit, for example, understanding what they're thinking and putting that into my knowledge and kind of showing it on stream. Oh, I haven't even been sharing the screen. So there. This is what I was talking about. Um, yeah, so maybe you can take a screenshot of this and then look at and listen to kind of what I was saying in the first couple minutes and have an understanding. Like if you're able to understand what I'm saying by looking at a chart without the cursor moving, then you're improving as well. What I wanted to say was having the understanding is important. Execution is very important, but that requires experience. And I think I'm starting to get good at it. And even if you're good, any perfectionist will tell you like having FOMO is going to affect you in real time. So when things are actually going my way, my calls are correct, I still feel a little bit of FOMO, and that's I think that's a little natural, especially when things are moving so fast. So just kind of documenting that now because we are moving pretty quickly here, and I don't know how long this is going to last, but we want to be able to capture these big moves. And I think hype is a very fundamental token that will continue to increase in value. So it will be safe, and it's proven that it is safe. So like here's Zcash, for example, which we kind of marked out the high here. That was basically perfect twice. It just tapped it. This is like such a simple entry if you're going short, right? Just double tap and then 30%, right? 20%. That's an amazing move. I bought Zcash down here at the yellow, so I think we're down a little bit, kind of break even on our position because it hit the 200 moving average. I'm like, if it's gonna hold, it's gonna hold here. So the fact that it's kind of coming back down to it, I'll probably cut down 3-4% if it gets there. But I want to look at hype because yeah, this is doing some great things. So hype is the crypto version, and per is the stock version. So hyper liquid, huh? And they're both just going straight up. I'll pull out the fractal that I drew out a couple weeks back. Oh, this is the one. This is the one with the fractal. I think maybe it's a different one, but we're kind of starting to hit that target, right? It is like insane. We're hitting today was where we hit this, all of these alerts, right? And I think it'll retrace from here. And if we can buy some hype, it's good for your health. If we can get down here, well, all in for another 60%. So I like the movement here. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to actually close these hype positions because it like we need to follow the system. If it keeps going up, then whatever. Like we have to let it go. The reason is because everything is doing bad in crypto. Like the stock market's hitting all-time highs, everything. It's kind of strange, but everything crypto related is bad except for hype, Zcash, and OR. And then there's obviously a couple of things that are popping and then coming back down. Like I'll show you HU, for example. HU is actually pulled up here. That one's doing decently good. It looks like it's trying to break out again. So there's like key things that are working. Like Ethereum's definitely not working. Bitcoin's crap. But there's certain things that are working very well. It's holding this place. It's like getting ready for a breakout. This looks like an all-in candidate. We only have 3 positions open. Hype is one of them. And I mean, this looks buyable. This looks very much like it's just going to go straight to 90, right? Like each time it dumped, whatever whales are dumping, it's got higher lows. So, I mean, it looks great. It's just, maybe I'll just close the position. Overall, we would have made 3,300 on this. So let me just get out. Get out. We still have, and maybe what we can do is set a buy order, 100 hype. We had 50, so I'll just put 100 into. We like Insilico. Insilico is great. It's such an easy platform to use. Boom, done. You don't have to log into anything. Bybit, whatever. They're all already on here. I can get it to a Hyperliquid account, which is awesome, which we have hype on too. I closed like half the position days ago. Let me see if it tells you realized, because I would like to see that. I think we realized at least half of this. But yeah, I mean, we got in at 48. What an amazing, like just at the breakout. This is like amazing. So we definitively we got in on May 20th, just 9 days ago, and it's up 33%. That's sick, right? It's up 3x already here. This is really good. It looks like it's going to go for the next leg. I don't see anything stopping it. But just for securing profit's sake, we're gonna close it. There's another 800 here, and then let's look at where we would buy in again. Limit order. This is for 50. I'll put 100. Let's try to get it down here, if it ever does. When is it good for your health? Let's see when hype is good for your health. Down here at 60. No, at 53. So 53 would be here. Would still be higher than our current cost basis. But if we get 50 here, it's not bad. It's just it's like not a lot. We're only buying like thousands of dollars. But yeah, you never know. It might be the top, and then it comes down to here, and that's where you would just want to like throw the kitchen sink at it. Like that. We have some leverage here. And we won't forget. I think that's the thing, is like, you're scared that you might forget about a position, which has happened to me dozens of times. But with Insilico, I won't forget. Like, I know I got these accounts and they got money in, and I'm trading actively, so we're good here. Where's the order here? Should have gotten one. Oh, it's USDC. That's why. Hype. Yeah. So it's good for your health. Let's get it when it's good for your health. I actually don't mind copping it down here. And I'll get the alert. When the alert comes, I'll probably go and add more to it. But this looks freaking amazing. We want to see now the next move on hype to kind of be a sell-off. If we sell off into 47, that's beautiful, right? Boom. That's kind of amazing. We want to, I mean, let's see. Time will tell if that's the case, if this does happen. This is a random line I drew, actually, and there's a fractal, I guess. But this goes into the end of the year, and I totally see this happen for the end of the year. Where hype is going to be at $100 by the end of the year. Market. So I would like to buy the breakout. And maybe if it goes a little higher, maybe out of meme number 69. Meme 69 is a meme. We'll try to get a pullback on that. We're just basically trying to buy pullbacks on hype at this point. Even if we were able to get it up here, our natural target is still up another 26%. You drop 100K in there, it's 26. But this is not the hype chart that I wanted to look at. There's another one. Maybe it's the Coinbase one. No, Coinbase one is an up only one, because it's very recent stuff. Maybe it's the KuCoin one. Yeah. Nice. This is the one that you put it on, Iman. We're breaking into the second target, so at this point we can consider the second target hit. Done, right? Man, so amazing. What an amazing move. Kind of charted the entire thing. Again, with the FOMO thing, we wish we would have had more in it. But yeah, our boy Flood has been he's part of the development team also, and he's just been really bullish on it. So we've been really bullish on it as well. We have this line in the sand that we're going to draw out, turned it, flipped it, done. If we're going to draw out other lines, it's probably going to be in this area, which it kind of already flipped, but we want to see it come down to, I mean, yeah, technically here, but that's not a lot of meat. I want to put it there. That would give us more meat to this move to the upside. If it pulls back to 50, I think that's very healthy. And what I wanted to do was the Fibonacci. If this is truly the top, then yeah, we pull back to super healthy area here, And even a 618, oh man, I mean, that would be too much of a pullback, I think. So around this golden pocket area, the point 0.5, that's perfect. We're looking at this area here. Anything between here are good buys. These are our best buys. We might want to start buying here and then buy most there. So if we're looking at 57, that might be too shallow because we can come crashing down here. But I don't mind putting a couple $1,000s in there at lower prices just because we're gonna add heavily down in this area anyways. So we're gonna add that here. This is like beautiful buys. And yeah, I mean, if you really just follow a handful of coins and they move in the direction you want to, and you're putting your bets in, that's really all that's all really all you want. That's all you need. You don't need to look at every single chart. Um, so I wanted to cover height, and then the other thing, it's the stock market. I kind of want to look at what the stock market is, but I want to do something different this time. I'm going to start with Discord. So first alerts, then I'm going to go into Discord and show you how I'm going to run it. It's time to really take in, like, I have all the information already. It doesn't make sense to get more information because we're running out of time as far as getting the meat of the move, right? This trend up. So in order to be able to capture those, we got to review the information that we're putting in. It's not good enough that I know things are happening. We need to take actions, the execution part of it, the 80%. So let's go ahead and finish up looking at our alerts and then jump to the Discord. Yeah. And I'll show you how the strategy that I have in place for looking through the Discord. Did we want anything else? Zcash is down a little bit. We lost like about $600 on Zcash here, and it's about to get stopped out. I'm pretty sure it's the top for it, which is why I sold some ore, but ore is doing good for some reason. I can't really, I don't really understand why, because if privacy season is done, then ore season could also be slowing down at least. But it's just look at this. This is insane. I was able to buy some more. Like I sold half up here. I think this candle was me. And so the fact that we're like, if I sold right, oh, hold on one moment. You can't pause, can you? You can't pause alive. Crap. Crap. Let's see. Second. Yeah, what I'm seeing on ore is extreme strength. Like I would have wanted Zcash to see the same thing to be more confident on it, but I'm starting to get FOMO on ore too. Like this. Where's a good arrow? Maybe this one? Fine, whatever. We sold at, was it 22? I think it was like right here. Yeah, this was our candle. This right before it came down. So like I wasn't watching the chart, but it came down. Let's let's be nice. We'll take the body, right? It came down 25% since we sold, which was like a great sell. But then we bounced right back up. And from the bottom, it's up 28%, which is like if we bought now, we'd still be fine because we sold at 122. But I don't get it. Why is it just or? So I guess that's the Discord I'm gonna look at too. We have a breakdown below the 200 EMA on the 1 hour, granted. Right, look at all these taps. Like this tapped on it again. This is wild what I'm seeing. This looks like so much strength for or. Yeah, I kind of like the arrow here. Let's just do. So we tapped on it, 3, 4, 5. This is holding extremely well. This yellow line is holding extremely well. And then now we're above the 200 EMA, which I guess we should zoom out for that. We haven't really, damn it. We tapped it and then now it's super bullish. Or looks like it's probably going to hit all-time highs again. So it's like or, hype, and Zcash. Those are the only three that you really need to buy. Am I being ignorant? Because if I buy now, that's okay, right? Because we sold at 122. But I guess I'm just talking through it, right? Because I kind of do want to buy. So this is where we sold. If it does this, that's bad. But at least we bought here, so we'll like lose here. Instead of buying here and losing here. But what if it goes like that? That would be great, but not awesome because we sold. But what if it goes like that and then we buy here and then we sell here? That would be terrible, right? So I don't know. All I know is this yellow line is very significant. We wicked below it and then came back above it. On the 4 hour, we tapped on the 200 EMA, which is very important. And we bought all the way back up and we're looking extremely healthy. On the daily, the 200 EMA is extremely important. So we know that much. So if we go back to the 4 hour, we've been riding as soon as we came up, we've been riding the EMA and it's just been extremely bullish. When we're under it, we can't get over it, right? I don't know. It's hard for me to be bearish here. We just sold. It just came back so quickly. And this is or. It's like who knows about or in this world? Like 12,000 people. Look at the 15-minute. Comes off of the 200, taps it again. Now we're riding it, and then it breaks above it. Now we're riding it again. 200 EMA is very important. I don't know. I think I'm going to set an alert where we sold, and then obviously it's most likely going to hit it, but we'll make a decision from there. Yeah, I mean, we could look at or from different angles. This charts are all messed up. Well, these are liquidations. Yeah, these charts are messed up because of the freaking that one time the candle went up to a million. All right. This is healthy. If you look at the colors, we ate up the white and then now it's moving. There's no like red hot signals, no pinks yet. So that's very healthy. Like these pinks mean the top. We haven't seen it go pink. Man, this is bullish. We don't have enough money in there if it goes up. I mean, the move would have been to buy down here. That was difficult too after selling at 120. All right, let's just end up with what we have, and then the goal is to stack more ore, right? If it's going to be bullish long term fundamentally, the more we get, the better. At its peak, we had like 800 this time around. First time we had like 3,600. Then this time we had 800. Let's try to push it up to like 1,000 or 1,200. And then, whenever the price is, it doesn't matter. We're just kind of trying to collect it. Yeah, cool. I like that. Now, this happened to Solana. Solana's just not overall doing good. Like overall, not such a good, not so fun to play with. Solana. Man, what's up with all these colors, bro? So it hit the stop loss, which is not a bad thing. This looks like terrible, by the way. I've seen this before. I've seen this movie and on Bitcoin, and what happens is this. Usually that's what happens. We would have hoped it to break 100 before it did that, but it doesn't seem to be the case here. Like this is typically what happens. Choo choo, choo choo choo. And it might happen over the next couple of days. Who even knows? Like into zero, it might go to negative numbers. And it's hard for me to be super bullish when I see things like that. Are we in a red zone? If we're in a red zone here, maybe we can look for a bounce, but no. What's Bollinger saying? We like to see what Bollinger says. Stop loss here. I know it's just $1,000. Oh yeah. What's up, B bands? BBB bands. He's the inventor of this technical signal. This guy, cool dude. So May 6th, he's fully allocated. Has he said anything? He hasn't said anything since then. Yeah, he just talks briefly about things. Yeah. Seriously, we want to get back to business, to be honest. All right. Anyways, he said on May 6th. So we could chart that. Let's actually, this is nice. I actually like putting Bollinger on the chart here. Bitch, I'm a star. Not on the shine. Post like that. Boom. I like that. Okay. What happened? He posted, it came up, writing it back down. I don't mind this being a base, to be honest. This looks bullish now. Now that now that Bollinger's tweet is on here, this would be a nice bottom. And if we're gonna risk any money, we might as well do it on Solana. It won't like crater to the ground, you know. Like what's the downside here? What happens if we put 1,000 Solanas? Ugh, that's a lot. 250, 500. Like, I don't want to just jump in a position to leave. But yeah, let's actually run this. See what happens on a $50,000, $40,000 chase. 82.14, 82.15, 16, 15. Yeah, maybe we don't want all that. Not all that. Okay. Because it's the weekend. Maybe we can get, we're pushing the price up ourselves here. I'm waiting for our position to capture so I can put a stop loss in there. Let's just, I guess, let it go. BTC, we're going to put that on the actual chart he's talking about. We didn't necessarily hit the 84,000. Kind of close to it, though. Like right here, we topped out at 82. I ended up shorting the stock market there and losing a whole bunch. It was like 25K. But if we had just shorted crypto, it would have been totally fine. Totally fine. Put like 60 G's on that short. So 10%, it would be like 6,000 instead of losing money on the shorts. You make $6,000. Every one Bitcoin would have made you 10 G's. All right, we got Solana. See what happens if we set the stop loss down here. Man, it's probably gonna go for it. That's the thing. All right, whatever. 5%. So what is 5% of $20,000? 10% is 2,000. So we're risking $1,000 here. We're risking $1,000. If we're not here to catch it, chances are we might be risking like 500 or something. But I like this just because, well, sentiment is trash right now. Bollinger is not. Like, we didn't even get any pump on Bitcoin after this tweet, whereas at least Solana went up. That's just very strange. I don't know. Let's chart this on OR and see what happens. Yeah, this makes sense, right? He goes, we're bullish, and then what we decide to do is move 100%. We went up 100% from his tweet on OR, and then Zcash. See what happened with Zcash. Oh, you don't even. Oh, you just tweeted. This is great. Get rid of this. Hide. No, we don't want to. Want to get rid of this because we don't need to. We just paste it in there. That's fantastic. Having less things on my toolbar. That is my goal. All right, Zcash. Zcash has already been moving. Kind of topped out here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the tweet helped OR. All right, spending a decent amount of time just doing this, but not my main objective today. So let's kind of move on to that. We hit stop loss conditions. I want to keep this up here, just because we have position open. So I want to know if it hits this 8130 level. Man, there's so many. Oh, that's fine. Tapping, keep tapping. All right. Wild World has hit stop loss. Wow. Yeah. Like, look at Bollinger. Oh, shoot. We had a mini alt run when Bully went bully. That was nice. Bully went bully. Let's get rid of this one. Damn, 104. We could have got ore at 104. We did. We bought some. Yeah, actually, we did buy $5,000 worth at 104. Not everything. I guess. Yeah, we did. We picked up 5%. Whatever. I mean, I guess at least I bought back some. Or we have stop loss again. We bounced off of that. Yeah, this is just complete downtrend. This is exactly what Dr. Profit wants. So what do we draw here? We drew a line. Whoa. It kind of did do what we said it might do for Ave. And really this looks realistic, right? Just that could happen totally. Keep that up too, just because Ave is a strong one. Wow, $80 Ave. Damn, something really bad happened on 1010. 1010. This looks good. Wow. Litecoin looks good. This alert came on April 1st, huh? It's a joke. It's a joke because it's actually legit. I'm gonna buy some Litecoin. This was the 1010. No, this is Fed. I'm gonna buy Litecoin like that, like that. Ew, that doesn't look too good. I mean, maybe this happens though. We'll leave this here. Am I gonna buy Litecoin? The heck? Damn. Maybe. LTC. LTC is like just floating around now. But yeah, whatever. Just to like keep track of it, I guess. Because we got actually targets here. Our target is 3 digits. All right. All right, Litecoin. Oh, May 27th, huh? What happened on May 27th here? Yesterday? 2 days ago. Here? Oh, here. Blue, 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 blue. May 25th says it to do that, but it actually stop lost like that. Oh, it's WorldCoin. It's WorldCoin. OpenAI's coin. Render 219. Damn, someone charted this. I believed him. That was not true. 219 was about here. Complete destruction for altcoins. Nobody, like, why would anyone want to trade altcoins at this moment? It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, like we get a bullish bounce off of these white candles, big bounce, a double, comes down, finds support, smaller bounce, and then breakdown. Now same deal here, double bounce, and it's kind of constructive here. Bounce, smaller bounce, maybe. So it's like bounce, smaller bounce, Boom. Bounce. Smaller bounce. Boom. Maybe I'll buy it if it hits a stop loss. But yeah, I don't like render here. Crap. This is Bitcoin. The Big Daddy coin. The Big Daddy coin. The original. Oh, there's a hidden divergence. What's up, yo? This came off of what? Indicator. RSI divergence indicator on the 1 day. We have a bullish divergence. All right. This might be good. Which of our charts does this? This one right here. On the 1 day. Did we find a new hidden divergence on the 26th? Just broke down off of it. On the daily. I don't know, right? Found a new hidden bullish divergence. I'm first seeing this, so that's really cool. Oh, okay. Well, on the daily, the 200 EMA is acting like a brick wall. So you know what? I think it is quite possible we get the sell off, and then there needs to be some sort of support. We would be bullish above, what is this? 75? I wouldn't mind waiting for 75 here. But let's get rid of these. A lot of lines. I don't mind. I don't mind being wrong here. So like if we could reverse this, it probably, yeah, honestly, it probably doesn't do this small thing. It's gonna go boom, boom, right? Boom, boom. Because now that's the 200 EMA. Maybe like that. Something like that, maybe. Going into July. Shoot. I mean, maybe. This could be like the kingmaker trade, you know? Like if this happens, we're looking bullish all over. And this channel actually looks proper. I mean, not impossible. Is it probable though? Right now, it does not look probable. This is the place to hold. Well, we got a hidden bullish divergence. I don't know what that like spells out for us here. Fine. Let's bookmark it. You gotta put a little bit of dinero up to save the spot. So there. And this is cool. I like this little yin yang move. Finding support at this crazy resistance zone that we finally flipped. I don't hate that. You see this line just kind of going through here? Like if we crack below, sure. We're going down. We can go down to 45. But John Bullinger, like we should write this down. Honestly, I'm gonna write this down. The reasons why we are bullish, right? Hey, you're adding stuff. Nice. Here we go. Bullish slash bearish. Let's go and make this. Oh, we're still in May, which is Buddha. Bullish and bearish reasons. Bullish. John Bullinger. Bitcoin reserve. S&P stocks all-time high. You can see that as bearish, but maybe it's bullish for Bitcoin because it needs to catch up or something. Like something's holding it down. Hype all-time high. Think that's bullish. Bullish divergence. Bearish reasons. Tons of reasons to be bearish. We have Dr. Profit. We have Solana looking bad. BTC is performing terrible. ZEC slash OR is doing well, which we've seen it do, like mark the top last year. Yeah, there's just altcoins have been, it's like random altcoins pumping, manipulation. Yeah. Also, Polymarket is thriving, so that takes away traders from crypto. Yeah, I mean, are there any other bullish reasons? I can't really name any right now, but yeah, here's bullish, bearish. We can keep adding to it. But yeah, we're looking at this. This looks decent. I wouldn't mind checking it out. Like if we get up to here, I would want to maybe add to the position. This is a 3% move, and then to the 200 EMA, that's another 8% move. That's super solid. So, what we need to do here is reminder. We're looking for the Kingmaker trade. That could be holding BTC for a year until 200, maybe 120K again, or 500K on hype, all in on OR, something like that. We want something on leverage, Yeah, it's been a while since we've really thought about having a real Kingmaker trade. It was pretty abundant back in 2018, 2017, 2021, 2024. Oh, Near. Good thing we got in and out of Near, huh? That was cool. It was buzzing on crypto Twitter, and I don't know when we got it. It might have been like, it should have been as we were going on that trip. So maybe, yeah, it was like here. We got it like here. We got out real nicely. Cool. Yeah, fine. I don't mind it. If it's like, this is one of those things, these are one of the coins where it's like, all right, it's got some sort of fundamental push, whatever. It's linked with hype for whatever reason. I like this 200 EMA line, so maybe we come back down to retest the 200 EMA. A long-term fib would be like this, that. So coming down to maybe the 618 area, it probably catches up just under $2. because what this is probably going to end up doing is this real quickly, right? So crosses here, we can buy. This is buy the fucking dip on near. Maybe Kingmaker. Kingmaker. That'd be yummy. That would be 35% correction, which is very typical on crypto coins. But then we come back to all-time highs here. I mean, not all-time highs, but local highs, I guess. And we break out of this